So when you watch this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell. So in today's lesson, we are going to look at quadratic trinomial. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to factorize a given quadratic trinomial problem. So now, let's look at the meaning of quadratic trinomial. When you say quadratic trinomial, what does it mean? When you say quadratic, it's a mathematical expression with the highest power of the unknown variable being 2. And when you say trinomial, meaning 3 terms. So when you say quadratic trinomial, meaning it's a mathematical expression with 3 terms in which the power of the unknown variable is what? 2. So now let's look at the general quadratic trinomial format. That's ax squared plus bx plus c. So the general quadratic trinomial is given by ax squared plus bx plus c. So when we take this general quadratic trinomial expression, we have 1, 2, 3 terms. That's the trinomial. And the highest power of the unknown variable, which is the x, is power of 2. That's the quadratic. And a, b, and c are all constant integers. They are all constant integers. A, b, and c are constants. So now, let's look at how to factorize a given quadratic trinomial problem. So suppose we have ax squared plus bx plus c, and we are asked to factorize this expression. The first thing to do is to find the product of the a and the c. So when you find the product of the a and the c, you have your ac. You have your ac. That's a times c, get ac. So the results you get for the ac, then you have to find 2 factors of that result that will sum up or add up to get the b. So when you get that factors, then you have to rewrite this expression again by replacing b with the new factors of your results in terms of the unknown variable. After that, you group them and factorize and get your final results. So now let's move on to solve a typical problem under quadratic trinomial. So now we are going to solve a typical problem under quadratic trinomial. So the first problem, suppose we have x squared plus 5x plus c. So we see this expression is a quadratic trinomial because it has 3 terms. 1, 2, 3. The highest power of the unknown variable is 2. So now let's compare the general quadratic trinomial to this given problem. So now when we compare, by comparison, we can clearly see that the coefficient of this x squared is 1 and coefficient of this x squared is a. So on this note, we can say that our a is 1, our b, when we compare, b is 5, and c is what? 6. So on this note, to factorize this quadratic trinomial, first we have to find the product of a and c. So when we find our product of a and c, we get 6 times 1, or 1 times 6, which is the 6. So we write that results here, and check the value of the b. The value of the b is what? 5. So since the value of the b is 5, now let's look at the product of a and c is 6. So let's find the factors of 6, which add up to get the value of what? B. So when you check, you get 2 and 3. So when you have these factors, now let's add and let's see. 2 plus 3 is the 5, and 2 times 3 is the product of A and C. That's the 6. So anytime you get problem like this, you have to find the factors. After finding the factors, multiply the factors, that you get the product of A and C. If you get the product of A and C, then add the same factors and check whether you get the value of B. If you multiply and get the value of AC, when you add, you get the value of B, then the factors factors fit into the expression. So now let's solve this one by replacing the factors by 5. We have x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. So see that the new factors we got 2 and 3. So the 2 and the 3, you have to write them in terms of the variable x. So let's group them into 2. We have x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. So let's check the first bracket, the common factors. See that x is here, x is here. So x is common. Let's factor s out. See that this x is power 2. So this s will reduce this one into what? 1. So plus 2s is out. We are going to what? 2. Plus 3 and 6, their common factor is 3. So when 3 is out, 3 goes to 3. 1. Left with what? X. 3 goes into 6, 2. So now, let's check the terms inside the brackets. We can clearly see that the terms in the bracket are the same. So once the terms in the bracket are the same, meaning we are on the right path. So now let's check the terms outside the bracket. The terms outside the brackets. Let's put them in one bracket like this. Then this bracket are the same. Let's choose one of them. And this one becomes our final answer. Then you factorize this problem. Now let's look at example 2. So the example 2, suppose we have 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. So now, let's check this question. We have 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. So the first thing to do is that we have to find the product of the A and the C. When you compare this one to the general quadratic, you see that A is 2, B is 5, and C is 3. So on this note, let's find the product of A and the C. That's 2 times 3. We get what? 6. And you get your 6. Find the factors of 6. That will add up to 5. So the factors will be 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. Meaning these two factors can fit into this expression. We have to write these two factors to represent or to replace the 5. We have 2x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3. So these 2x and 3x are replacing the 5x. So on this note, let's group them. So we have 2x squared plus 2s, 3x plus 3. So the common factor in the first bracket, 2 is common, s2 is common. So here we have is what? X. Since 2s is out, here will be 1. When 3 is out, here we have it x. 3 goes into 3, 1. So we see that these two brackets, the terms in the brackets are the same. So now let's consider the terms outside. That's 2s plus 3 times, since these two brackets are the same, let's choose one. They get your final answer. So now this is how to factorize a quadratic trinomial. This is how to factorize quadratic trinomial. Now let's look at the example number 3. So example number 3, suppose we have 3x squared plus 8xy plus 5y squared. So we have to factorize this expression. So when we factorize this expression, let's find our a by c. Or we can start from here. Since we have two unknown variables, we have the highest power and the SES power 2. Out of y here 2 is power 2. So you can, this side can be your a, b, c. This side 2 can be your a, b, c. So we have two ways to solve this problem. So now let's take in a at this side. So a by c, that's 15. So we have our 15 here. So we are going to think about the two factors of 15. That will add up to 8. So we have 3 and 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. 3 plus 5 is 8. Meaning that these two factors can fit into this expression to replace the second term. We have 3x squared plus 3xy plus 5xy plus 5y squared. So on this note, let's group them into 2. 3x squared plus 3xy plus 5xy plus y squared. So on this note, you see that in the first bracket, 3 is common, S2 is common. So here we have our x and here we plus y. Here 2, 5 is common, y is common. So here we have x plus y. So see that the terms inside the brackets are the same. So now let's consider the terms outside. 3x plus 5y, which is equal to x plus y. So now this is how to factorize this expression. So now let's look at this example. The last example. So now let's look at how to solve this problem. We have, that's problem number 4. The problem number 4 is we have to factorize 3a squared bc minus of 3 over 2 ab squared c squared plus 6axy minus 3bcxy. So now we have to factorize this problem. So now let's look at how to solve this problem. So we have 3 on 2. So now let's look at this one. Now let's group the terms into 2. So we have 3a squared bc minus 3 over 2 ab squared c squared plus 6axy minus 3bcxy. So now let's factorize this expression. So let's take the first bracket. You see 3 is common. Factor 3 out. ABC. So ABC is common. So when 3ABC is out, the A here is power 2. We have our A here. 3 is out, we have 1 over 2. And here, b is power 2, c is power 2, we have bc. So now let's move on to the second bracket. So since here is 1 over 2, since here is 1 over 2, then we have to get 1 over 2 here. So now let's factor 6 out. When we factor 6 out, you can see that sy is common. So sy2 is out. So 6 goes into 6. 1. Sy can take care or cancel the sy. Leaving it for 8. So now we have our minus 6 goes into 3. Meaning we have 3 over 6. So 3 here 1, 3 here 2. We have 1 over 2 bc. So now you can clearly see that these two brackets are the same. So now let's consider the terms outside. 3a bc plus 6xy bracket a minus 1 over 2 bc. So now this is how to factorize this expression. This is how to factorize this expression. So the example 5 is 6m squared minus of 3m plus 3. So this problem is for you. So this problem is for you. Take your time and solve this problem. So don't forget that you click on the notification bell so that when new videos are uploaded, you'll get them as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching.